Very nice debut for number 4, Eternal Jet. He's a son of Jetmaster, bred by Gavin Schaefer, racing in the colours of Mr. and Mrs. Muir, and of course Mr. Bates. And this horse has come through to win really well. Very green first time out, but Den said he's shown you a bit back home, and you're expecting a good run from him, Den.
Yeah, well, that's what I told you, Dees. You know, that if he wasn't green, his work back home has been above average. But you're always a little bit nervous. You know, when these Cape Town boys bring these bombs, you got to take note.
Sure.
So we were a little bit worried. And he's come through with flying colours. Very nice horse. And thanks and very, very well done to Robert, and Cecil Bates.
I like the way he overcame the obstacles today, Dan. He was a bit slow away, and even in the closing stages, he was running around.
No, Dees, listen, you can say what you like. Only a good horse can recover from what he did.
Yes.
And let's hope we got lots to look forward to going forward. And a great ride by Sean. Great ride. I think most of the other chaps would have just said, well, I've missed the break, I'm lost. But he persevered, and I think he knew what he had underneath him. So great ride by Sean.
Fantastic. Then before you leave us, some nice runners later on?
Yeah, we're hoping, Dees.
Which could be an express?
Hey, maybe the boys, top mark. I don't know.
Bambina?
Well, you know, she's been a nightmare, hey? She brings her work to the track today.
Yeah.
She'll be the horse to beat. So we're trying the cheek pieces, and Sean's got a plan. So, yeah, we're hoping.
Before you leave us, those 2 babies at the back for the guys that are playing pick sixes, worth including?
Geez, you're getting clever now, eh?
No, just want to know.
You know, didn't you see they got steels on?
Is it? Thanks, Dan. Nice compliments from the boss there, you know, perseverance, but he looks like a nice horse.
Yeah, the compliments come few and far, you know, between, so I'll cherish that one. Look, he's a really nice horse. Yeah, we're obviously concerned, you know, the favourite had a good gait. He's got gate speed, and he was out there doing it easy, whereas I was just missed it slightly and had to come from off them through horses. But he's obviously, you know, he's a quality horse, and despite running green as well in the later stages, he persevered and got going.
You would have seen Bernard's movement on his horse. He wasn't asking his horse for a lot. I mean, he seemed to be travelling much. You thought you were going to get there?
Yeah, I did. You know, it was just obviously depending whether my horse put it together or not. You know, these green horses, they can either go one way or the other, and luckily he went the right way. You know, I urged him, and I changed my stick, a number of times, and I seemed to get that, you know, that little bit of focus I needed from him, you know, the class was always going to get him there. But you know, when you're taking on those horses that have been around the block a couple of times, and like you say, you know, Bernie was there for nothing. He was doing it comfortably, and I had to work to get to him. So, to cut a long story short, I was very pleased with the win.
Before you leave us, Sean, what you like from your side? You know, Uncle Den, very tough to get it out of him.
Yeah, even I battled some days, but top mark in a depleted field. He's, you know, he's obviously a huge runner.
What happened last time?
He's a thinker, and yeah, you know, he's just got to have his mind right, you know. Yeah, I think he's definitely my standout for the day.
We can draw a line to his last run.
Yeah, I think so. You know, he's been pretty consistent up to then.
Yes.
And to write him off now would be a big mistake.
Sean, always a pleasure. Thanks for the input.
Thank you. Thanks.
Lovely ride here by jockey Sean Cormack on number 4, Eternal Jet. If you caught the score yet, the numbers you'll need: 4, 16, 7 and 6. 4, 16, 7 and 6. Your provisional result, race number 1. Just a reminder, we just have the 8 races carded today at Scottsville. So do get involved in the exotics, which will begin in race number 2.